you got to know about what is to be done to ensure the business goes up, right? True? For anything which goes up, bound to come down. True or not? And even to go up, there are few things required which plays a very, very important role. You know, I always talk about there are three things in this business. If you do three things, follow 100%, these three things, you're done. Number one is having a right mindset. Mindset means, I'm not talking about whether you believe in the company or not, whether you believe in the business or industry or not, whether you have a dream or not. All these things are in place. You are hungry also, you're angry also, but if you do not have a positive attitude, I mean to say that generally, a lot of people generally focus on what is not happening right. Correct? Rather than looking at what is happening right, which basically making them always crib. And when you always crib, nothing, you are not able to attract right. You know? Because life will never be perfect. It will never be perfect. And in business, even when you're maxing out consistently, still challenges will be there. Challenges still will be there. Correct? But you'll be able to handle them without concern about financial worries, right? But whether you are maxing out or in the process of maxing out or you're a beginner, the first thing, you know, where exactly your mind always goes, things not happening or things happening right. How many people feel that business is rocking for them? How many people are very happy about the business? How many people? Rest all are not happy. Why? Because something is not happening. But what stops you being happy? By just thinking that you got something at least to work upon. There are people in this world who will come and die and nobody will approach them for this business. True or not? So, a state of mind. Are you happy? If you're happy, you will attract happiness. And do you think people would like to work with someone who's always sad, who's always cribbing about something, who's always having a problem? That does not mean someone who's happy is not having a problem or not having challenges. But that person is so kicked about those things in life which are happening right. Other things is just a passing phase. Yeah? So first thing is that I'm not going to talk too much about it. I can speak on that for a whole day. So that's the ultimate thing to have. Your state of mind. And second thing is again activity. You know, our VP spoke about activities, right? Talk to more people, talk to more people, talk to more people, right? What was that? Dream big, talk to people, right? So talk to people means activity. If you have a right mindset but no activity, you're gone. You will become a preacher. Correct? You'll become a preacher. And third very important thing is very, very tight communication. Very, very tight communication with your active and growing upline. Out of these three things, even if one is missing, you still will struggle. All three are very important. Because if you don't have a right state of mind, you're doing a lot of activities and also you are in tight communication with upline, right? I'm not using a word called counseling. Counseling is a very later stage. First is communication. A lot of people struggle in that. I'll come to that, why they struggle into that. So if third thing is also in place, but first thing is not in place. You will do a lot of activities, tight communication, but you will not get proper result and speed, because your state of mind is not ready to accept that. You're not able to attract that. If you have right state of mind, but no activity and tight communication with upline also, then also, you'll become lover of this business. Because you learn a lot of things from upline and you have a right state of mind also, but you're not doing anything. If you have first two things in place, but third thing is not there, that is the worst thing to have. Because you have a right mindset, which a lot of people don't have. And it takes a lot of time to have that kind of a mindset. You are doing a lot of activities, but you don't even know whether you are good, whether you are going in the right direction or not. And then result will not come. And if results are not going to come, how long you can have a right mindset? Do you think you will be able to have that mindset for a very long time? Not at all. But why people struggle in that? It's a very simple stuff. It's a very, very, very simple stuff. Tight communication, right? Why people struggle? First reason why people struggle is they think they know everything. Because of their corporate or past avatar, they feel that they know a lot. And what we talk in qualifier, that you need to learn and change. The first step towards learning and changing is basically unlearning, right? And that's what exactly is the most difficult part. It's not about only with upline. When you come to event, when you go to system, when anybody is talking to you who's been there for a long time and who's already there, probably where you are not right now. But still, because you have few stars on the shoulder because of the past avatar, you start judging, you stop listening, you start talking more. Correct? You need to understand that, how to check whether you are, whether you are an empty cup or not. How to check? How do you check? How do you check whether you are empty cup or not? If you are getting time to spend with upline or a grand upline or cross line, but successful, right? You need to see who's talking more. Even when you talk on phone, are you talking to tell how much you know, or are you talking, or are you listening to seek what I don't know? Because you have to show that, see, I am also coming from somewhere. But how does it help in this business? I've seen people calling upline every day because communication, right? But upline is talking less and the person is talking more, right? And telling, look, I've done this, I've done that, I've done this, I'm doing so well, right? In the business also. And believe me, till the time you're not listening and you're not in a seeker mode, a mature upline will not start giving you, because it's a waste. Because that person is having a lot of other people who are ready, who can understand in less words. Do you know that why exactly God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth only? There's logic behind it, right? There's logic behind it. Now you need to check whether you are using mouth like a ear, like there are 2 mouths. Are you listening more or talking more? I still remember when I used to sit with my upline, my mentor. After 10, 11 o'clock, 4, 5 of us used to sit. And most of the time we used to be quiet. Only time when we used to open our mouth, it was to laugh because he cracked a joke. Even if we didn't understood. Correct? Because, don't know when this time will come back again. And same thing applied today also. Last night we got an opportunity to spend with partner Sati from 10 o'clock till 6 a.m. in the morning. I guess hardly 4 or 5 sentences spoken. Grasped. Because proving someone how good you are will not take you anywhere. But seeking from someone who knows more than you will definitely take you somewhere. And the reason behind that, why we don't do that, is ego. Big ego. Correct? That forces us to judge someone, that forces us to, not to listen someone and speak more. And it plays a very important role in emptying your cup. And believe me, if your cup is not empty, no matter even Dato comes and coach you or guide you, you will not be able to. In fact, as I said, a mature upline will not waste too much of time in giving you something which is valuable, because you're not ready to receive. I don't mean to say that they will leave your hand, but they will wait for the right time to come. I adopted a philosophy always, because there's very less time and there are a lot of people, right? I try with a person once or twice. Not physically, I mean to say. If the person from here is not sorted, I mean to say, if the person is not ready to receive, I don't give unnecessary gyan. If the person is not ready to receive, are you getting me? If the person is having a baggage, of course, for relationship, I spend a lot of time, everything is fine. But till the time the bigger ego, bigger baggage, more full cup, there's no point. Do you want that to happen with you? And then you will come on knees and then you will receive everything. And believe me, it is so easy after some time with that person, because that person goes so much down inside the ground, it is easy to explain him. Because then that person is ready, the person is shattered. But why do you need to reach at that stage? Why can't we empty our cup in the beginning itself? Correct? When we go to school for the first time, when we are a child, do we question on processes there? Do we question on teacher? Do we question on a school discipline or something, right? No. Why? Because we don't know anything. There's no conditioning, right? And we always talk about that this business you need to do like a child. How difficult it is to become a child. I'll tell you, if you want to check whether you are full cup or not, or whether your cup is getting emptied or not, if when others are dancing crazily, still you are not able to release yourself, your ego is coming in between. You are not ready to become a child. And obviously if ego is there, that means it is coming everywhere. Everywhere. Correct? That's why do you think there's so much of music, so much of dance? Because we want everyone to come back in the childhood days and shed all ego. How many people sitting here were uncomfortable on the first day in dancing like crazy? How many people are still uncomfortable? It's okay. You need to know, right? It's okay. But if you are aware about your state of mind, you will be able to work upon that faster. Correct? So empty the cup is the most important thing in the beginning itself. Are you ready to learn from scratch? You may be the champion in your own field, but is it going to give you what you want in life? If yes, then why till date it has not given you? Correct? And with upline, of course, these things, when you spend a lot of time with your immediate upline or someone who's working, it's easy to shed this ego. Probably you may prejudge others, you may prejudge system and all that. That's a process. You'll become better over a period of time when you will stop prejudging anyone. There'll be no ego with anyone. You'll be ready to learn from anyone, but at least start with upline. Start with an upline. And how that will happen, are you spending enough time with your upline? Are you spending? Do you know your upline very well? Nobody is perfect, right? Nobody is perfect in this world. Everyone is improving. So do you know where your upline is awesome? Or you only meet your upline when you have to show a plan, or when you have to do an activity with him? Offline timings. This business is all about duplication, not duplicating the mechanics, because mechanics can be duplicated overnight. If I tell you, okay, we will show the plan to you, and tomorrow morning exactly same plan you have to show, you will get 5 crores. How many people will be able to do that? Everyone, right? So duplicating mechanics is like this, and most of the people focus on duplicating mechanics only. Mock plan, mock call, I don't know what all mock. Are you getting? But duplicating a thought process, are you thinking exactly the same way your mentor is thinking or your upline is thinking? And that can only happen when you know how he thinks or she thinks. And how will you get to know? When you spend a lot of time. When you spend a lot of time. When you spend a lot of time, more than learning, first is you will build a relationship. You will build a relationship. Because if there is no relationship, personal relationship, right? If there is no personal relationship, the moment your business starts growing, there will be a conflict. Because more number of people, more conflict. And the conflict can only get resolved. You will have a discontent with each other. Difference of opinion. And believe me, that is a beginning of a collapse of an organization. I've seen a lot of organization which does not grow at all. I mean to say, reach, up, again little bit up, again down, again up, again down. Why? And the first reason is upline downline relationship sucks. Now ask yourself, don't try to be good. Ask yourself, your relationship with your upline and your relationship with your downline as an upline, where you will rate that 1 to 10 in a scale of 1 to 10, starting from 1. Where exactly you will rate? Leave business aside. Do you know each other well? Do you understand each other's intent? I'm not talking about action, I'm not talking about behavior, I'm not talking about, style. Do you understand each other's intent? Do you communicate enough about your own intent? Each other's intent. Because once you understand the intent, then difference in style, difference in opinion can be sorted. Because when you understand the intent, and mostly if the intent is right, there will be heart-to-heart connect. You fall in love. And then everything starts happening properly. And how exactly it is going to happen? Spending more time. Now, is it easy? No, not at all. Because you have to show a lot of plans, trainings, this, that. You have to go home also on time. You have to cut down sleep. When first 2 years of the business, never reached home before 3, 4 o'clock a.m., 3, 4 a.m. Last 2 days, last 48 hours, out of 48 hours in the morning I slept. Why? Because previous night I was sitting with my upline, before that night I was sitting with my downlines. That is the most important thing. What is, I've seen people, no, it's too late, I have to go and sleep, right? And people don't value that time spent, that small little time every day makes a difference. And when we started business, why the hell for a long time there is no conflict? I mean to say big conflict, because 5, 6 of us who started together spend maximum time. We used to be crazy to spend time with each other. Whether it is on the road from 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. After finishing, we used to hug 10 times, okay, bye-bye, and then still standing there, And still it happens. And major learning happens that time only. So relationship, when you spend a lot of time, duplication of a mindset, once you start understand intent after having a relationship, then only you give a trespass. I'm talking to someone who is new in the business. I mean to say, maybe 2 years, up to 2 years. But there's another stage. Wherein, you are in tight communication, you have awesome bonding, you understand each other well, right? And then over a period of time, you become a mirror to each other. Then there's no upline, there's no downline. There's no upline, there's no downline. Of course, in genealogy there is. But then, actually, both help each other to grow as an individual. You blink of your eyes and make them understand exactly what, are you in a good mood or a bad mood? Or their blink will make you understand. And then there's no upline, downline. Of course, there are two mirrors. My leaders are my mirror. If they are not my mirror, I will never be able to improve. Because I don't get that much of time from my mentor, which I used to get before, because he's also busy, I'm also busy. But of course, if there are 10 leaders who are so close, even if some time spent with them, make us understand where we need to improve. And so vice versa also. And believe me, if at all your leaders are not better than you, you have not done your job. You have not done your job. You have not done your job means again there was an ego. There was an ego. You never wanted them to be better than you. Somewhere in the subconscious mind, you never wanted them to be better than you. That's why they are not better. But if they are better than you, then they will make you better further. But for that again, there is a big relationship required. Understanding the intent. I've seen people cribbing, the business sucks only because of this piece. Only because of this piece. Talent, fire, dreams, activity, everything there. No, in my language I generally tell, वो चिड़िया अटकी हुई है एक जगह चिड़िया अटकी हुई है अपलाइन डाउनलाइन रिलेशनशिप में. And why it happens? Because you start competing with your upline, or upline start competing with you. You know, it's stupidity. The essence of the business actually you're losing. You know, you wanted your downline to grow faster. Now he's going faster, so you have a competition. You're insecure. Why? You've not understood the business. You're getting me? And it does not happen with only upline, downline. You know? Upline, downline, crossline. No. So every time, every now and then, maybe every 6 weeks or 3 months, you need to sit and check on this piece. Upline, downline, crossline relationship. First of all, new relationship, and second, where are the old relationship going? Is it deteriorating or it is becoming better? You will always have a complaint that we are not able to spend time the way we used to spend before. But still, what made you change about the understanding about the intent of that person? And I'll tell you the indicator. And when you become successful, when you have some level achieved, I mean to say you are on your own, then you don't need upline. You don't need upline anyway for the business. But believe me, I can give in writing. I can give in writing. You are growing with an upline, with your own effort. And then you reach somewhere, you are an icon, right? And then you don't need upline because you know everything about the networking, right? Correct? But you know what? You don't know. Now you are in a self-destruction mode. You are in a self-destruction mode. You understand this? This is not for many of you. But few can understand what I'm talking. Self-destruction mode. Because all this while, you wanted to be successful, and now you are successful. So your cup is again full. Your cup is again full. And there is no mirror also now. There is no mirror. Which will tell you how ugly you started looking after becoming successful. That's what exactly is a self-destruction mode. And believe me, if you go far up, you need to have someone to ensure that you don't come down. Otherwise, all the efforts will be waste. And to ensure whether you are really still holding that rope with the person or not, maybe not by spending physical time, because you are also busy, right? But I generally check one thing with my upline. with myself actually, is there anything in my life which is hidden from my upline? Not because I want a solution. Is there anything, do I need to manipulate something while communicating with my upline? Or I am stripped. There is no skin left on the skeleton. I don't know, maybe bouncer to a lot of you people, right? But that's a fact. You need to check whatever stage you are in, you need to keep checking that in last few months, is there anything, or last few years or whatever, is there anything which you tried manipulating? You know, for whatever reason, ultimate reason is your understanding about the intent is getting lost somewhere. That's why you're doing this. Your understanding about the intent of each other is lost somewhere. Check, is there anything which you need to think before even talking? Think in the sense, you may be talking, right? Or do you need to manipulate, or do you need to sugarcoat or something? With time, it has to be more straight, right? Correct? When exactly last time you sat with an upline with all the success and actually you discussed, you know, I am too scared. When I feel that there's no area of improvement, you know, that time I get scared. That is the time I go and bang my head with my upline. Tell me something to work upon. Tell me something to work upon. I have my own battles, own hang-ups. But thank God, you know, today, my understanding about intent of my own upline, you know, is so clear. Both of us are so clear. We don't judge each other. We don't judge. I may do a blunder. He may do a blunder and we know about it, right? But we will not judge based on that. Because if I start judging him, I will stop. My receiver will stop receiving. And I've seen, you know, we partners having a relationship between them, and that's how exactly they work. Nobody's perfect. Are you getting me? But are you holding on? Are you moving on? Finally, who's going to lose? I go and ask him, always, tell me something. And when you spend more and more time, automatically, you don't have to ask, you will get automatically. Right? And that is the time, if you are an upline, you need to hold. You know, sometimes it happens. You become so busy being an upline, you stop thinking you are downline also, right? Who's going to lose? Who's going to lose? Are you getting me? If today, if I free my upline, it's good for him, right? He's free. But if I make him free, how will I be financially free? How will I remain financially free rather, right? And I'm holding on to so many people, their hand. If my hand is having no grip, it's their life which is on danger. Because I still don't know what he knows. Are you getting me? There's always an edge. You may become ultimate V partner, but still your upline is having little more experience. Are you getting me? Little more experience. And probably that person can see something which probably you will face later. You want to know it well in advance, or you want to face it, fight it, waste time, and then get to know. Correct? So ultimately, it's all about, it takes a lot of time, it is not overnight. Trespass, right? We were talking about, this is the next stage which I am talking about. Trespass was the first stage, and trespass cannot be taken. You know, do I have a trespass? I never asked this to anyone. Of course, for the sake of saying, it's okay. Even if you say, yes, I'll never tell you. It's not. It comes automatically. The day I start feeling, you will understand the intent behind what I'm telling, rather than going on the words, you know. So trespass is a different, you know, till that time you sugarcoat, it's okay. But all these things starts coming from emptying the cup and then relationship. And for these two things, you need to shed your ego, which is the biggest hurdle. Right? I still know people asking, what is going to get covered in the training? Please tell me in advance so that I can decide whether to come or not. No? But I feel pity. Okay. No? How many people are angry with their applying? Angry. Huh? Hypocrites. How many people angry with their applying? How many people communicated that they are angry with their applying? Communicated. Angry and communicated. How many people are not able to do that? You know what? If you're not able to do that, that shows that there's no relationship. You're scared. You are scared. A network cannot be built on a fear. It cannot be built on a fear. You are scared, or if you are applying, downlines are scared. There has to be freedom to communicate, and that comes only when you understand the intent, and that starts from relationship, spending a lot of time, right? Are you a preacher? Are you ready to learn from your own downline? That's the best example of emptying the cup. If you are an upline, do you know that your downlines are pissed because of you? Do you know that? Are you sure they are not? Are you sure they are not pissed? I know my own leaders are pissed because of me. And I can sense it. But they are free to get pissed. I will work and make it okay. I will get pissed, they will get pissed. But still, if the intent in relationship continues, this is how exactly relationship. Are you not pissed sometime with your spouse? That does not mean the end of relationship. You getting me? When you communicate, it becomes stronger. You know? Go to your downlines. Go to your leaders, mature leaders, and ask, are you pissed because of something? You know? And then when they tell you what is going on in your head, actually makes you feel whether that ego is still there or not, whether you are able to understand the intent or not. You know? Go to your cross lines and ask, are you pissed? And what's the reason? You know? Don't manipulate relationships. Now, if we know we need to maintain a relationship, right? Correct? For the sake of maintaining relationship, please don't manipulate. It starts stinking after some time. Don't manipulate. Either agree or disagree. You getting me? And then you see, if these three dots gets connected, upline, downline, cross line, these three in terms of relationship number one. But for this, you have to empty your cup, you have to shed your ego, you have to give trespass to each other. And it's a process. It will not happen every few months. It will go to the next stage. Go to the next stage. And don't do it only till the time you are there where you want to be. Because if you want to remain there also, then also you have to go to the next stage. It will collapse otherwise. It's a journey to become a better person. And who can make you better? Only these two people, who are up, who are down, and who are side. And again, for that, you have to shed your ego. You know, how many people feel that they're stupid? How many people feel that they are really, really stupid? On stupid things, you actually spoil your own head. You bang your head on stupid things which are not so important. How many people are not ready or not able to accept that they are stupid? Somewhere they feel, okay, they might be stupid, but, yeah, but, you know. How many people? You need to break through. You need to get a breakthrough from here. You know. Can we promise ourselves? How many people have a compelling reason that, and for that reason, this business is needed, and reaching there is a non-negotiable, it is do or die situation. You know? And now, because of this stupid ego, if you are not going to go there and you will die broke, is it okay? Then what stops you in shedding this ego? What stops you maintaining a better relationship everywhere all across? What made you compete with others? This business is not about competition. This business is not about competition. If others are competing with you, it's okay. Leave them. They are yet to grow. But you grow first. This business is not about competition. You have to compete with only one person, that is you yourself. No one else. No one else. Then why you do such things which makes you look better in front of so many other people, which is not real you? You getting me? This is all function of an ego. I don't have an ego. You were not having an ego. That is why you got what you got. But you, if you really want to retain all that, you know, that ego has already come up. That arrogance. So can we start from today as if you are starting now this business with an empty cup? Are we ready to accept that we are stupid? Are you sure? Stand up. Can you transmit a signal to your universe that you are accepting that you are stupid? How many people are ready? You know, you have to speak loudly, you know, and reach to the universe that you are accepting that you are stupid. And then universe will start giving you more so that you improve. Right? So what is to be done for that? You know, few people are, I am stupid. Inside that ego is not letting it out. You know, are you passionate about your dream? With that passion, you have to get this bloody ego out. I know few people are still struggling. It's okay. Few people are still struggling even to utter that word. Do you know how much we carry inside? It's a simple stuff. I am stupid! Your entire energy need to come out. You'll feel lighter. Your entire energy. How many people are out of breath? How many people lost their voices? You know? You cannot tell, I am stupid, I am stupid, I am stupid. Are you getting me? You are sending a signal. It is not just voice. There is a vibration inside you which will throw this out. You will feel exhausted after that. वो हिंदू माइथोलॉजी देगा, देवी आती है ना, देवी, उसके बाद आदमी कैसा हो जाता है? So it is up to you. Do you want to shed this? Give your best and transmit this signal to universe. And believe me, today onwards, this ego, don't allow this ego to come back. Go to your upline and tell that I was stupid. Don't tell, but you were also stupid, huh? Don't expect a change from your downline or upline or your cross line. When you realize you goofed up, if you realized that yes, work upon yourself, others will work on themselves. Don't expect a change. No, I have changed, but he's not changed, right? It's okay. It's okay. Leave this baggage. It's not going to take you anywhere. It's not going to take you anywhere. Whether it is your old friend or your brother or sister or a stranger who's an upline or a downline, you know, meet them on a break. Don't eat lunch because it is going to feed this first. You know, meet them. Tell them what you love about them. Tell them where exactly you behave like an arrogant, dash. And please start looking what is good, how that person can help you, whether it is upline, downline or crossline. Believe me, success will definitely come, but the mental peace which you will get will be bigger than a success. Are you getting me? Nobody is perfect, but you need to see a perfection in that person. Then people will see a perfection in you. Because money will come. If you're not happy, if you're not at peace, believe me, you will be lonely over there. Nobody will be there with you. And that is a worse situation to have. That is a worse situation to have. You know? Don't try to be perfect. It's okay to accept. If you goofed up, it's okay. Because as I said, after some time, you're a mirror to each other. Fine. But how that person is taking it's okay. Leave it. But how you should take it, you need to know. You can control your mind, not his mind. But you will see over a period of time, that person will start respecting you more. You know? So can we start a new journey from today? Are you sure? So start building business like a stupid today onwards. And don't forget to meet key people, right? And especially if there is a bitterness, sort it out in the lunch by just giving a hug and saying sorry to each other and tell, I am going to change, but I need you. I need you because I am nothing without you. And I am telling from here, all the people at the back, be it founders, other course, and my own team. You know what? Guys, Kavita, Sharfun, Vijay, Vivek, and all others, I know. I goofed up multiple times, but I love you guys. And we need all of you actually. We need all of you. Dev is not here. Tanaz, Manish bhai, everyone. You know, I goofed up multiple times, but I promise, every time, I don't know what I'm talking about. The only thing is that I'm nothing without them. Nothing without them. Need them. Thank you very much.